Hey guys, welcome to my first and only mini class tutorial I'll be holding for this final Kaleidoscope project. I'm Alice Glenn and I'm a senior at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. As a student in this Technology and Modern Civilization course, I took it upon myself to research the students' usage of laptops in higher education classrooms. I myself have a laptop and I do bring it to class. I'm on it right now. Laptops are useful tools in the classroom for taking notes and researching classwork. But after taking this Humanities 335 course, I wonder if this technology has any negative effects that some of us may be intentionally or blindly missing. I find myself asking, what would Marshall McLuhan say? What would Marshall McLuhan say? First, I think he'd ask, what is the medium? For this particular issue, the medium is the laptop computer. What is the message? I think the message is class content and education. What does the laptop extend? The laptop can extend our entire minds depending on what we use them for. Our feelings and relationships through social media, voices for communication through email and websites, or eyes for pictures and movies. The question is, what should it extend in the classroom? Laptops should extend information and communication on classroom subjects. Are students using this medium effectively? Most students in higher education understand their need to perform in class, yet most still partake in goofing off on the computer. McLuhan would probably zero in on this one fact. Although we know we need to pay attention in class, because that is why we are there, this laptop medium gives us the ability to reallocate our thoughts to other concerns and other leisure activities. This seems to be the McLuhan paradox. Students downplay involvement in unrelated class tasks, such as social networking or gaming, and they recognize that laptops often distract them, but they continue to use laptops in class. The main issues that arise with a student's usage of laptops in the classroom are distractions and multitasking. I am superhuman, but I am a college student, so I am prone to some distractions. Oh, cute shoes. So I must question, how does this affect and in general, how does this affect all college students' academic achievement? It is pretty well known that laptop usage in the classroom is prevalent. We see students carrying laptops, tablets, or notebooks along with school textbooks all around campus. From a study done on the Michigan campus just in 2010, over 50% of the University of Michigan students own and use a laptop at school and during classes. According to my class survey given to an upper-level social science course here at Embry-Riddle, of the 22 students in the class, all students own a laptop or portable computer for school, and 16 use that laptop in some to all of their courses, as opposed to the remaining 6 who never use their laptops at all in class. With so many students using this technology in and out of the classroom, it is important to understand the positive impacts, but more importantly, the negative impacts. If we can understand the negative effects of laptop usage in the classroom, we may more successfully attempt to minimize or eliminate these said negative effects. Okay, do you guys own laptops or portable computers? Notebooks?
Yes.
Yes?
Laptop, cell phone, iPad, everything.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You do. Okay, how often do you use your laptop in class?
I'll say about once or twice a week. Not too often, but every day.
Every day.
Would you guys say that you are attentive in class when you have your laptops with you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah. I actually sit there
Rick?
with the PowerPoint that the professor's doing, or I'm on their Blackboard website and I'm paying attention or taking notes. And all those weird things.
It kind of depends. Depending on what class that is.
Mm-hmm.
If it is honestly a boring class, then of course we're not doing anything related to class. Then no. But some certain class I do have to look up the slides because I don't have it. Then I would say yes, I can look at it at the same time multitasking and listen. So, but I would say most of the classes. No.
I would say I'm less attentive.
Less
I have
attentive?
my laptop with me.
Okay. In class.
Yeah, absolutely. Just being able to type along with what they're saying. It's easier than trying to write it down.
Do you consider yourself good at multitasking?
Yeah, I mean, I know that when I look back through what I've written down, I get most of the, most of this.
No,
No, you're a bad multitasker.
bad multitasker.
Yeah.
Well, learning from CFI, no one can really multitask, but I'm good at switching between things.
Laptops have the ability to help and/or facilitate learning in the classrooms, or have the ability to hinder and/or distract students from learning in the classrooms. We will call laptop usage that is related to classwork productive, for example, taking notes and researching class material, and we'll call laptop use that is unrelated to classwork distractive, such as browsing the web or playing games. Students and instructors alike agree that laptop usage is largely a great and effective tool for coursework, but students do admit to partaking in some distractive activities. On a study done by James Krashar and David Novak in 2011, they gathered data through student self-reports and by spyware installed on in-class computers to examine the productive and distractive activities performed during class. Undoubtedly, like I said, students admitted to partaking in distractive activities, but more notably, they found that students underreported the distractive activities, such as email and instant messaging, by 7% and 40% respectively. That means that students admitted to IMing 40% less time than they actually spent IMing. According to one study done by the Center for Research on Learning and Teaching, professors have 3 approaches to laptop usage in class. The first one is rejection. Professors may refuse or reject laptops in class because the temptation for unrelated class activities is too great. This is a tricky choice because the technology, the laptop medium, is here now, and technology will only become more ubiquitous in time. Banning technology in class may also create a wedge between education and technology, and that might send a message that students are not responsible enough for their own learning. The second approach is ignoring. Professors may allow students to bring in laptops for students to use at their leisure and continue on with their lecture as if the laptops were absent. This is also called the unstructured use of laptops in the classroom. Ignoring off-task behavior may have some detrimental effects on student learning. Multitasking definitely affects academic performance. The definition of multitasking is when a person is switching between multiple contingent tasks. Although multitasking has some working and learning benefits, such as being able to see problems in new light or fresh eyes, psychologists and neurologists conclude that tasks are not processed simultaneously but in rapid succession. According to the same study on multitasking, subjects who performed tasks sequentially did better than subjects who multitasked. The third and best approach is to accept. Professors accept and use technology to enhance the learning experience in class. This is called the structured use of laptops in the classroom. Structured and integrated uses of laptops create positive impacts such as positive student attitudes and even performance of academic-based tasks. That is, the students are actually using the laptops for classwork. Laptops are like any other tool in the classroom, and they need to be used and regulated correctly in order for academic achievement. Laptop technology shifted from multi-desktop to multi-tablet. Since there are advantages for using these technologies, I predict that laptops will become ever prominent in the classroom as they become easier to use and easier to carry around. There's a definite learning curve integrating laptop usage in the classroom, but I think professors and students alike will adapt and continue to be successful in the coursework. Old technologies such as pen and paper had their own drawbacks. Ever hear of throwing notes or doodling pictures? But our value for higher education success met those drawbacks and overcame them. The main issue with laptop usage in the classroom seems to come from multitasking, but some studies suggest that younger generations are growing up in a multitasking environment, thus meeting those challenges head-on. Structured and technology-integrated class formats should provide students with adequate learning tools, and students will learn through time when all of his or her attention is needed and when they are free to goof off.